with today's talking points, it would seem that women wear the trousers when it comes to making decisions at home, and they call this news.
Yeah.
According to a new survey, husbands admit that it's their wives who decide what food to buy, how and when to decorate, and allow them to have the final say when it comes to paying the bills. So, guys and girls, is this the case in your home?
Yeah.
Do you think it should be that way? Is that the right way to play?
I'm all right with it. I'm okay with it. I mean, there are decisions that I have to make and that I make, but, you know, with things like that, your groceries and stuff, I'm not bothered. I don't mind, so I'm happy
basically
to
what
let
you're
her
saying is you really couldn't cope without her there?
Probably. No, of course I
No,
wouldn't.
there's no probably. You couldn't.
No, I couldn't. Of course I couldn't. Absolutely not. Totally.
What about you, Shane?
I think it's the main thing you should do. If you're that way inclined as a man that you want to run your house, then you need to find a woman who's accepting of that. And vice versa. And vice versa. You need to find a woman, if she's going to be that strong personality in the house, you need that guy who's going to be cool with that and relax and sit back and let her run the show. I would have to say I would be lost without my wife. She does run the house. But I think I'd like to think I make more prominent decisions within the home. I think.
Like what?
How many times did I say think?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to go home and get bashed.
But men
What did you mean, think?
Yeah, I've never known a man who can actually run a home. So,
No, I agree with that.
But why don't you, or both men, think? What, you don't think...
You're taking my word now.
Don't think ahead. Like, if, you know, you need... Like you said, groceries. What if you needed food? You're not going to nip out and buy some groceries suddenly, or you're not going to...
Well, we come back with the wrong thing, though. That's the problem.
But that's such an easy thing to say.
No, but we do. We honestly do.
No, I tell you what you do.
Say that.
You come back with what you want to be in the fridge. You don't think about,
Pizzas
well,
and beers.
are the kids... You don't think are the kids'
that how much
lunches
you wanted?
in and
Oh, we don't come back at all because we found the beer.
I honestly think that, you know, I'm going to give you a break here because I think men aren't psychic and men will help you if you ask.
Yes.
If you say, can you do this? 10 out of 10 times you'll say, of course.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
problem at all.
Really?
But, yes. Yeah, they do.
Your Ed
But-
is a genius.
No, yes,
very
answer.
clever.
Yeah, but why do you have to ask them? They don't have to ask us. We go, oh, there's nothing in the fridge, I better go shopping.
Yeah, that's true.
They're looking scared
There's nothing in
now.
the fridge.
You better go shopping.
I guess I'm not eating.
But I'm sure if any of your wives said, would you nip down and get blah, blah, blah?
Of course. No
You would go and
Of
get it,
course.
no problem
Yeah.
at all. So,
Okay.
there you go, you see.
Oh, you're
They're
so
not psychic.
easy, Jade.
Yes,
You
I know.
Lie back and
I
think
am
of
with these
England.
two. Has any of you got a shed? I just need to clear this up.
A shed?
A shed.
You want to talk to the man with the shed?
Have you got a
shed?
shed?
Shed.
Bonding.
I'm the man for shed.
Yours
I am the
is
shed.
more of a
Have you
barn,
got?
isn't it?
Have you got a big one?
Oh, come on. What sort of show is this?
I think it's very, very healthy for a man to have a shed. And what is special about your shed?
No, I think you're
tell
right.
us.
Every man needs his little hovel
Yeah.
of a shed, which he calls his own.
That's right.
Which the woman can gladly enter.
Yeah,
Not
to
for
clean.
too long, not for too clean. But, you know, he needs
Drop the
his
groceries
toys,
in.
he needs his nonsense in there and his little fridge with his beers, and you know what I mean? And it makes him feel happy, because obviously the house is the woman's.
We're just here to make you feel happy.
I
So,
know.
guys, it's Sunday morning, you get up, and do you ever have this thought, what can I do around the house today to help out? No. You see?
I'll admit that, though. We don't have... And you're right.
Let me tell you something,
James,
Shane.
we don't have
If
them
you did
thoughts.
that, you might get a bit more of the old...
That's why he's got a shed.
That's why I
That's that space.
Oh,
Have
he's
you got
after the
electric
shed.
and everything?
How about you, Ro?
Just about.
Yeah.
You'd like to flick a duster?
I have a studio at the back of the house, and that's kind of my shed.
Yeah.
And I go off there and, you know, twiddle me knobs. I got you right.
Before this gets taken off air, I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah.
But you're going to stick around, you're going to be back to see a little later. After that, you go backstage, twiddle your knobs. And for now, though, let's hear it for Shane and Ronan.